Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. In today's video we're going to take a look at how to start collecting Warhammer 40,000 using one of the many different box sets available to us. In this video we'll go through each unit, looking at the basic rules and stats of those units along with how they work on the tabletop, and at the end of the video we'll also show you a sample army list and look at some other units we can use to expand upon the box set as well, and put this all into practice to hopefully inspire you into starting your own army in Warhammer 40,000. In today's video, we're going to take a look at getting started with the Adepta Sororitas in Warhammer 40,000 using the contents of the Army of Faith Battle Force box set. Today's video is sponsored by Easy Roller Dice, fantastic quality, easily legible dice that make your games quick and easy. Easy Roller Dice also sell other accessories for your dice like dice trays, cases, bags and cups as well. Use the code Sinful Gaming to get 20% off your next order and help support this store and the channel. Leading the battle force is a Canoness with Jump Pack. This model is able to lead your units of Zephyrim and Seraphim into battle, providing them with the ability to be targeted by stratagems or once per battle round for free. The model can be armed with a variety of different weapons such as a power sword and hand flamer combo, a mighty eviscerator, or my personal favourite, the Blessed Halberd, which has 5 strength, 5 AP, -2 damage to attacks. The model can once per game choose to up its combat potential with the Divine Deliverance special rule, giving itself +3 attacks, and the Devastating Wounds special rule. We get 15 jump pack troops in the box set, and these can be built into one of 2 different options, the first of these options being the Seraphim. These models are all equipped with dual bolt pistols, though 2 per 5 can swap out these for either hand flamers or inferno pistols, and the Sister Superior can have a plasma pistol or power sword as well. The unit is able to deep strike and has a 5-up invulnerable save, and in your shooting phase, after the unit has shot, they can make a free 6-inch move, though they won't be able to charge if they do so. The alternative build for our jump troops are the Zephyrim. This unit is equipped with bolt pistols and power weapons and can take a Sacred War Banner as well on the unit champion as an upgrade to give the unit the ability to reroll charge and advance rolls. The Embodied Prophecy special rule will allow the unit to pick the lethal hits or sustained hits 1 special rules during this fight sub phase, though if you have charged you'll get to actually have both of these abilities in the same turn. Lastly, we have some armor in the form of an Exorcist. The model has the option for 2 different missile types, either the conflagration rockets, which are fantastic for blowing apart enemy infantry, or you can go for the Exorcist missile launcher that will turn vehicles into a serious anti-armor threat. The Devastating Refrainer special rule makes enemy units hit by the Exorcist weapon take a battle shock test, and should a model with the Deadly Demise special rule have them triggered by any of the indirect firing weapons from this model, they'll have the Deadly Demise activate on a 5+ rather than a 6+. The first unit we're going to look to add to our force is a Retributor squad. This is a unit of battle sisters armed to the teeth with heavy weapons. The unit can take 4 heavy weapons in it, and these can be either heavy bolters, Ministorum heavy flamers, or multi-melters. Their cherubs will act as tokens, which can be used twice per battle, and after they perform an act of faith, and you'll gain a miracle dice. You simply remove one of them after you've used it. Storm of Retribution is a special rule that the unit has, and this will allow them to reroll wound rolls of 1 at range, or reroll everything if the target has slain a sister battle unit during the game. Next up is a dedicated transport option for our Retributors, the Immolator. This tank has a transport capacity of 6 and comes armed quite decently for a transport with either a 2d6 shot strength 6 flamer called the Immolation Flamer, or it can take twin-linked heavy bolters or multi-melters as well. The Purge and Cleanse special rule allows it to choose a target that it's shot at and stop the unit that it's doing being able to receive the benefits from cover from any of your other units shooting for the rest of that phase. Another infantry unit next, this time regular Battle Sisters. These are much more plentiful than your Retributors and are armed for the majority with bolt guns, though one model can take a special weapon like a Flamer or Mastercrafted Stormbolter, and another can take a heavy weapon like the Retributors have. The unit has a singular cherub with which to regain some miracle dice, and they can also take a Simiraculum Imperialis, which will allow them to gain a miracle dice if they're holding an objective. Speaking of objectives, the unit is able to keep them under your control even after they've moved on from them. Next is a character that I think is perfect for leading either our Battle Sister or Retributor squads, the Palatine. Armed with a plasma pistol and a decent close combat weapon in the form of its Palatine blade, its best abilities are those it passes on to the unit it leads. It can give a unit it leads the lethal hit special rule, and each time this model is selected to fight as well, you can discard a miracle dice to make this model do some mortal wounds in addition to its regular damage. Another transport option next, this time a Sororitas Rhino. Not an awful lot to Rhinos that have a transport capacity of 12 and a firing deck of 2 for some models embarked to shoot out of it. It's simply armed with a Storm Bolter and a Hunter Killer missile, though it is able to self-repair itself on the battlefield. Next we have the Sisters Novitiate squad. The unit is generally meant for much more close quarters fighting than regular Battle Sisters, as all the models are able to take dedicated close combat weapons and pistols rather than a heavy firearm. They have a Simulacrum Imperialis like regular Sisters, but can also take a Sacred Banner to reroll advance and charge rolls. The unit has the Infiltrator special rule standard, and each time a model in the unit makes an attack, they can reroll hit rolls of 1 or reroll everything if the target they're attacking is on an objective. Lastly, we have the Ministorum Priest. This character can lead a variety of different units, but when joining our Sister Novitiate squad, it actually will gain the Infiltrate rule as well to join them in infiltrating. While it's leading the unit, it'll give them +1 to wound with their melee attacks and also provide some additional fire support with its Zealot's Vindicator. In melee, it's a solid strength 5, -1 AP, damage 2 weapon with its 3 attacks, and it can once per game boost up this with the Zealot rule, boosting its attacks and strength by 3. For our list today, we are going to be playing with the Adepta Sororitas, and we've gone for the Detachment Bringers of the Flame, which increases all our firepower's danger when we're nice and close to the enemy. We then have a Canoness leading our force with Jump Pack. This model is our Warlord and has a Blessed Halberd. Joining the Canoness is a Palatine and a Ministorum Priest with Zealot's Vindicator. We then have a Battle Sister squad with 10 models in the unit, a Simulacrum Imperialis, Heavy Bolter and Mastercrafted Storm Bolter with a Sister Superior armed with Power Weapon and Condemner Bolt Gun. A Retributor squad is next with 5 models in the unit, 4 Multi-Melters and a Retributor Superior with Power Weapon and Inferno Pistol. Our Seraphim squad, the first of 2, with 5 models in the unit, pair of Ministorum Hand Flamers and a Seraphim Superior with Plasma Pistol and Power Weapon. A Seraphim squad again with 5 models in the unit, this one though having 2 pairs of Inferno pistols in it, and once again the Seraphim Superior with Plasma Pistol and Power Weapon. Sisters Novitiate squad is next with 10 models in the unit armed with auto pistols and Novitiate melee weapons. Then we have 2 Ministorum Flamers, a Sacred Banner, Simulacrum Imperialis and a Novitiate Superior with Plasma Pistol and Power Weapon. Next is our Zephyrim squad with 5 models in the unit and the Zephyrim Superior with Plasma Pistol and Sacred Banner. An Exorcist with Hunter Killer Missile and Exorcist Missile Launcher, Immolator with Hunter Killer Missile and Immolation Flamers, and lastly a Sororitas Rhino with Hunter Killer Missile. We hope that you found this video helpful in getting you started with Warhammer 40,000, and that it was able to give you some ideas and inspiration to start your own force in the game. If you have any further questions, please comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future Warhammer 40,000 content.